3, Calderis Refinery. First up on the blue team is Caeltos, lead designer of Elite Mod, plays a Kommando knob, infiltrating commander that shoots you, stabs you, and blows you up. Orky style, begins in range combat. Alongside, Field Marshal Yarrick is a Warboss, melee commander that walks through cover, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines. This is Freebooters DLC because Pirate Orks are awesome. And rounding off the blue team is Floid, big stompy Hive Tyrant, very durable commander, walks through cover and cannot be suppressed. Good offense, disruption and support. Begins with a basic synapse. Red team, Ace of Swords first up, is an Apothecary, support commander that fights in melee combat by default. Begins with a targeted heal and a passive health regeneration, or you see the green hexagons there denoting health regen. Noisy alongside is a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive commander with a bunch of spells to ruin your day, great manipulation and crowd control. Looks like it's all kicking off mid early on, and rounding off the red team is Adila as a Techmarine, starts out range combat and does good DPS, can also support with structures and repair, and is going to be taken down in retreat by sluggers, I think, 4 hit points. The Ork pistols, which are actually called sluggers, do pretty much no damage at all. It was the Kommando knob that finished him off with a burst from his twin link shooter, which does good damage, and it's all kicking off mid. Apothecary's there, heals himself and retreats. Hive Tyrant making a nuisance of himself, just bossing things around in first engagement. That is what you do with the Hive Tyrant, tie things up, get in the way of stuff, and generally be a pain in the arse. Warboss takes out a heretic as they retreat with his massive pirate cutlass that he has with Freebooters DLC. 492, 488. Hive Tyrant still chasing down tactical marines, need to be careful. He has 1080 hit points, but it doesn't last forever, and already has his Rending Talons. Very dangerous to melee heretics early on, and look at this, Caeltos already has the Assassin's Knife. Pretty nasty melee weapon, as you can see there, 70 melee DPS with the Assassinate and triple shot Assassinate. Just delivers a large amount of damage to a single model, and triple shot knocks stuff over, and it's very annoying. Heretics coming into him. What did he use there? He just used his stun bomb to escape. There we go, that's a starting ability of the Kommando knob, a very nice one it is. And a lot of data here. Noisy moving in with his Chaos Sorcerer. There's a Doombolts. Forces off that big orky blob of shooters. There's still double shooters there though. And now some Havocs up for Noisy. Instant suppression with that heavy bolter. Yarrick in retreat with double shooters. In fact, both Ork players with the familiar double shooters opening. The Kommando knob actually went down in retreat. Maybe those tactical marines had something to do with it. Adila is now capping with his. Looks like Ace of Swords and Adila have very, very similar colour schemes, so I'm going to get confused. Ace of Swords already with an assault squad on the field, jump troops that disrupt when they land, great for countering setup teams, and ranged squads will be very useful versus the double shooters and the double termagants of Floid. Very, very tough, 400 hit points of heavy infantry armour per model. Great synergy with the Apothecary, can make them even more durable with his heals, and he's gone for the Sanguine Chainsword. Makes the Apothecary himself a bit more durable, allows him to be a bit more aggressive early on. Not sure how that's going to work out though in Calderis, which can turn into a huge cauldron of death in the middle come late game. Tactical Marines caught in retreat by sluggers who have their burners, but they need to retreat their Havocs setting up, and the shooters will just be suppressed, so retreat out before they are. Here comes Yarrick, needs to be careful, but Floid is coming to assist, as you see there. The Aspiring Champion Heretics for Noisy, going to need to be careful of the Hive Tyrant. Not sure where the Hive Tyrant is, he's escaping from the mid. Apothecary's in there, he will regain some health with each melee attack and bolt pistol shot that he lands. 445. Here come those Aspiring Champion Heretics chasing down Termagants. We have some Barb Strangler Warriors. Floyd been running double warrior builds lately. He gets a Barb Strangler in tier 1 and also pulls one down in tier 2 for adrenal glands. Those Hormagaunts do get away. 374, 425 for the carry capping mid. Assault Marine jump. Knocking down the Warboss only, everything else in retreat there. Warboss is going to go down, is he? Assault Marine's trying to finish him off, but sluggers are there. Bolt pistols I don't think will be enough. 25 hit point does get away. And the sluggers now retreat. Good push from red team. Can they harass this power? Here is Caeltos to try and make sure that doesn't happen. Fully upgraded shooters here. No bleeder and big shooter. A lot of DPS and some instant suppression. Got quite expensive, especially tied up by Assault Marines, and he's going to lose the squad and does lose the squad. That is a big loss. 45 power spent on that shooter boy squad. He saw the Apothecary's health fly down there. That was assassinate from the knife, and he takes down the Apothecary with it. Yarrick has a pain boy. Here he is, helping out against the Apothecary there. Support sub-commander in tier 1 for Orks. Allows you to support with a heal over time to Orky units, and has some pretty scary power melee as well. No pushover in combat, this guy. In retreat now though, and a big shoot fest. Double termagants, barb strangler warriors, double shooters as well. Well, Yarrick Caeltos instantly replacing the shooter boy squad that he lost. And he has some stick bombs, so he's already a very killy commander knob, and is already into tier 2 as well. Picking off mid, here's Floid trying to push against the victory point, but there's Havocs supported by heretics who are trying to close for melee, but there is the crippling poison to slow them down. Crippling poison and barb strangler can be very painful for heretics. Slow them down, then a couple of attacks with the barb strangler. You saw coruscating flame on these heretics, and they're gonna get away. I think Caeltos could have perhaps taken a swing, and there's that tripper shot. That is so annoying. Knockdown and stun instantly from reasonable range. Great disruption, and those guys are forced to retreat. Stick bombs. Tactical Marines retreat right into them, but they do get away without a loss, and that was a quick thinking heal from Ace of Swords, who also retreats himself. Assault Marines still in there, up against burners, sluggers. Those things do count as power melee weapons. Also give them a health increase, and they're only 15 power now in 2.2. 318, 414. Generator is going to get burnt down. Here comes the Chaos Sorcerer teleporting in, shooting his Doom Bolts. Vessels of the Warp and Sword of Flame up. Very popular combo for the Chaos Sorcerer. He's also well into level 2. Commander Dog might need to run away here. Double shooters trying to hit power. There's some grenade launchers from these heretics with the aspiring champion. Grenade launcher heretics are so great. Noisy though, losing his Havocs and goes tier 2. Ace of Swords has a Dreadnought on the way already. Wow. Really has preserved his stuff. Got Assault Marines out and already has a Dreadnought out. Assault Squad also for Adila. And Floid getting a late Hormagaunt Brood out at the end of tier 1, goes tier 2 now. So he's got double Hormers, double Termagants, and a Warrior Brood. Extended Carapace and Rending Talons. Probably had something to do with taking down the Havocs, I imagine. 314, 364. There's the double cap for blue team. Brood Nest is up from Floid. A really awesome global for the Hive Tyrant. Just 100 red for a reinforcement point anywhere in the field that you want. Also slowly regenerates health to surrounding allies. 314, 354. You have some Mark of Corn, Chaos Space Marines for Noisy. Already level 2, have Eternal War as well. But who's going to cap mid? Who can cap mid? I imagine we're going to see some plasma cannons from these Space Marine players. Both getting Dreadnoughts. This is going to be awesome, seeing 2 Dreadnoughts on the field. 314, 354. Apothecary runs away. There's the Seismic Roar. Assault Squad able to tank it, and these guys have their Sergeant. Oh, we're going to see a good Merciless strike. They've done so much damage. There's the Merciless. What, they're going to wipe, are they? Very lucky to get away. Good grief. Double Hormagaunts are no joke on Assault Squad. Are these guys with... No, they don't even have Endless Swarm, so that was 2 8 model squads doing some serious hurt to Assault Squad. They did have a lot of ranged fire going in there as well though. 314, 354, Noisy getting a Blood Crusher. Very much likes to get his Blood Crushers out early. Quite good at using them, has Heretics to support with worship. This is a demon with vehicle armor, basically a Bloodletter riding a Juggernaut. Every bit as awesome as it sounds. Very good single target DPS, but at only 600 hit points for a melee vehicle. Can be vulnerable to hard AV. And we'll see, and Floid responds immediately I should say, with a Venom Brood. Tank Busters also from both Orc players. So all of a sudden a hell of a lot of AV, and they're going to need it because they're against double Dreadnoughts and a Blood Crusher. Here is Adila's Space Marine Dreadnought. Start off as a melee walker with 2 close combat weapons and that wrist-mounted flamer. Do lots of heavy melee splash damage, and they also inspire nearby allies with every melee kill that they make. And here is Ace of Swords, both of them still with their 2 close combat weapons. They can get ranged weapons though. 314, 354. However, Tyrant doesn't want to fight a Dreadnought with Rending Talons. He's still level 1 as well. Warboss though, with the Power Claw for Yarrick, also has the Trophy Rack, and as you can see, it's debuffing the damage of this Dreadnought. Really awesome accessory. Power Claw is a 95 DPS heavy melee weapon, will tear apart everything. All kicking off here, huge engagement. Double tank busters for Yarrick. Venom Brood also in there. This Blood Crusher might not last long if all that stuff turns on it. Warrior Brood with Adrenal Glands as well for Floid, switching the Barb Strangler squad, and that Blood Crusher went down in seconds. Good grief. This is Mark of Corner CSM. This is a risky engagement for them. Double Hormagaunts with melee synapse. And they don't flee. That's Assault Squad fleeing. These Mark of Corn guys are kicking ass. Level 3. And there's a Dark Flames. Awesome play from Noisy. That is awesome play. Stayed in the engagement, judged it very well, and has now fully upgraded Mark of Corn guys and forces off the entire Tyranid blob. In fact, there's some Hormagaunts here still hanging around. Here's a Capillary Tower from Floyd. I can't catch him in retreat though because he's in retreat himself, so the Hormagaunts will live. And Floyd, he did lose a Hormagaunt Brood, but that was it, so that's not too bad. Took down a Blood Crusher. And now Noisy, with his Heretics and his CSM, is going for a Dreadnought of his own. Adila has some Stern Guard veterans. This turret looks like it's going down. A Tarantula turret in a very spiteful place against Caeltos. Ouch. A very awesome grenade from these scouts from Adila. Beautifully done. Tank Busters marauding in. Triple Tank Busters here from the 2 Orc players. We have an Assault Cannon Dreadnought. Down goes the turret. Did reasonably well though, and with some Hellfire rounds up for the Stern Guard veterans. Gives you damage over time to Light Infantry and Commanders. Stern Guard, our first company Tactical Marines that can change their ammo type to combat all threats. So they're trying to tie these guys up in melee combat, I think. Yep. Got Pain Boy and Warboss in retreat path. Ouch. They do get away. They're Kraken Bolts, of course, which is their default ammo set when you upgrade to Stern Guard, has been buffed in 2.2, so should be the ammo of choice against heavy infantry and perhaps super heavy infantry as well, given its range advantage over Vengeance rounds. 140, 354. Vengeance rounds remaining the soft AV option. Not that soft anymore though, since it was buffed a whole bunch of patches ago. Pretty decent AV option, especially if you can combine it with a Assault Squad Melter Bomb or something, or some las cannons. Noisy, he's cancelled his Dreadnought and gone tier 3, floating a hell of a lot of requisition. What's going on here? A sneaky Commander Knob, look at him go, level 3, now has the Infiltration Kit, but it's kicking off seriously in mid. Warboss has been chained by the Sorcerer and is going for the Tome of Subjugation. Against double Orcs, you can pretty much guarantee you're going to see a Knob squad. So, Tome of Subjugation, a very good choice from Noisy. It's not cheap, this thing. We'll see how it does. 99,354 is a 2-tone cap for red. Got Noisy very light on units, and red team are having a hard time having that staying power in the field, and we might get a triple cap for blue. Or not. Here's Adila decapping blue's natural. Some proximity mines going up from the Techmarine, is level 3 with the Artificer. This Commander Knob is still sneaking around. Looks like he's been caught though. Aspiring Champion Heretics will spot him. They are a detector unit. You can tell by that eye icon. He's still being a nuisance though, just holding up Noisy's army, if nothing else. And it's going to be a 2-to-1, is it? Shooters are trying to finish the cap. This is Caeltos' shooter squad, and he goes tier 3. And Yarrick has a Knob squad on the field. Yarrick with a pretty decent army on the field. A Pain Boy to support his Knobs. He has the stronger Git Source. Can also support them, of course, with Warboss global buffs. Double Tank Busters. and a Shoot Boy squad fully upgraded. Dreadnoughts for Adila survives. Ace of Swords lost his one. 97, 337, 2-ton cap for blue team. Can they hold on? A huge VP deficit to make up. Are they going to get a quick triple? They're going to get a quick double at least. Stone Guard veterans there, tanking damage with, and they shall know no fear, given to them by their sergeant. Actually charged up with damage, so you need to take damage before you can use his ability, but it is awesome. Slows them down but gives them a lot of damage resistance and makes them awesome in melee combat as well, with a 50% chance to knock back with their melee attacks. They can really tank some powerful melee squads when they use that, especially if they're leveled. Assault Marines jumping into a whole world of hurt. A Nob squad is here. There's a Merciless and did very well. There's a heal from the Apothecary. Mark of Corner CSM moving in, Dreadnought pincering, and that was an awesome engagement for red team. But the Nob squad are not done yet. They are in there, but there is Subjugate. He's pulling the Nob squad back towards his forces. Does he really want to do that? They're going to instantly turn on his stuff. There we go. Didn't really have anything to take advantage of pulling them back there. 81, 323. Yes, it's a Nob squad, Noisy. 78, 323. Double scouts for Ace of Swords. Not a build you often see in 3 versus 3. Assault squad jumping the double tank busters, disrupting both of them. Always a bad idea to blob up your forces. Not always easy to keep them separated though. And they retreat without a model loss. 65, 323. Single cap for red. Going to be a 2-to-1 for blue though. Nob squad putting pressure on everything. There is Ard Boys, a global buff from the Warboss, giving them 25% damage resistance to ranged and melee. Nob squad kicking ass. They have their Nob leader, they have Mina and Greener. These big chain axes, which are heavy melee weapons, will damage all targets. Terminator's up for Ace though. Storm Bolters and Power Fists. Wonder what weapon option we'll see, if anything. And that is some flash kits for Caeltos with the blasters. Awesome area of effect weapon, instant projectile. Very difficult to dodge, but they do have a 10% chance to knock themselves over when they fire it, as you see here, them falling around. 65, 283, a double cap for blue. They have what it takes, I think, to hold on here. Phobos on the way for Noisy. Should he have gone for the Great Unclean One, given that there's a Nob squad around and stuff, and quite a lot of AV as well. Double tank clusters still rocking for Yarrick, and Caeltos also still has his squad. Blue team are going to get a 2-to-1. Dreadnought for Adila still kicking level 2. Stone Guard veterans need to flee though. And there's Subjugated Warrior Brood fighting the Nob squad. Subjugated units now have 100% damage resistance, so they won't take any damage, which you can use to your advantage. You can turn them on allied squads. 65, 256, Nob squad runs away. A tweak to the ability, I think, rather than a hard nerf or buff. Terminator's losing a model, big 25 red for killing one of these guys, and now they're in a bad place. Terminators cannot retreat. Can they get inside this Phobos in time? There we go. 65, 243. Land Raid is the only things that can hold Terminators. And here we see the Phobos. Twin linked las cannons on both sponsons, and a twin linked heavy bolter. Does not have any support though. And only 2,000 hit points. I say only, it's low for a Land Raider, but still a hefty amount. Can they make it work? Here come, oh goodness, it's Rending Claws, Gene Stealers, but there is the Dirge Caster and the Mark of Corn CSM going straight after those warriors and working very well there. Gene Stealers with Rending Claws are ridiculously scary. They will tear apart everything when they use Adrenal Rush. 65, 208. Terminators now for Adila. I was expecting Predators, not Terminators, but we have two of them, and Adila has gone for the Heavy Flamer, which could be very nasty to these Tyranids. Are we going to see the Cleansing Flame? Not quite yet. Nob Squad subjugated and take down their own Pain Boy. That is painful. Yarrick loses his Pain Boy, 59-206. A heal from Ace of Swords. Is that a Purification Rites? It is. Knocking down the Nob Squad, a good choice versus them. 57-206. Noisy hitting back hard with this Warboss, but needs to be careful. Down to almost half hit points. And taking tons of fire from these tank busters. Good grief. That was like 2 or 3 tank buster barrages coming in, almost wiped it out. 46-206. Bash kits don't really do a lot of damage to vehicles with these blasters, since it's psychic damage, which doesn't affect vehicles a lot at all. Big damage to heavy infantry and super heavy infantry though. Down goes the turrets. Grenade on the looted tank there, and why not? There was Cleansing Flame as well from the Terminators. That's painful. And red team are holding mid. They have a 1-to-1 cap though, because the Hive Tyrant has capped their natural for a 2-to-1. Sneaky Hive Tyrant. Warboss could do with some repairs. Where's the Techmarine? He's not repairing it, he's reviving the Apothecary. In this instance they will both get XP if they keep the revive going. Did they do it? I'm not sure. Techmarine's level 5 though. Kommando is down. He has the rocket launcher, you can see it there in his hand. 36-202. Now the Techmarine is helping out with repairs. Repairing commanders repair faster than repairing units do. 36-199. Nob Squad subjugated, going after their own Warboss. Such a powerful ability to subjugate. Where is the Sorcerer even? Looks like he is going to go down though, yeah. Tyranids knocking him all over the place. Genestealers with 90 melee skill under melee synapse. And a huge engagement. Is this the last engagement? Can red team force off blue and hold mid? Looks like they can't. Nob Squad now after Terminators. Terminator's worst nightmare is fighting a Nob Squad. Pretty much these guys have their hammers now as well. Level 2. Unless the Terminators have lightning claws, they are going to die very quickly to a Nob Squad, but they survive this time. And there's the heal from the Apothecary. What level is he? Level 5, so he's given up quite a hefty heal now. 36-178. Red team pushing back, in fact. Nicely done. The Orks don't really have anything durable apart from the Nob Squad themselves, and I suppose this level 4 Warboss, almost 2,000 hit points with heavy armor. Apart from that, Hive Tyrant level 2, 13-34, not bad. But they have a lot of stuff that can get squished quickly and forced off. The Cyclone Missile Launcher up for Ace of Swords. This thing in a really good place right now, does a lot of damage over a wide area. Particularly good for taking down Land Raiders and Bane Blades because they're so large. Pretty much all of the missiles will hit them. Warboss is still here, being repaired. Needs to be careful though, because there are still triple tank busters and this Kommando Nob around. And if they get triple barrages on it, I'm not sure if it can move quickly enough. 31-178. Genestealers chasing down Terminators. Look at the damage. Did they use Adrenal Rush? Not sure. Going after scouts now, who tried to grenade them but failed. Nope, they're just going to decap. Here's some Chaos Terminators now for Noisy. 31-177. He's got a lot of resources as well. Could get a Predator tank. He can't get the Great Unclean One because you can't have the Warboss and the Great Unclean One on the field at the same time. 31-177. Last stand here at Red's natural. Blue take mid. Crawling with Orks. Look at the Tyranid bodies as well mid. Warboss lives for now. There's a Brood Nest as well to support all of this stuff with reinforcement. Down goes the Sorcerer, and we have some more flash kits. These guys with their snaz guns, but they are getting blasters as well. 31, 161. They do 45 DPS per model with their snaz guns at level 1 flash kits. That's piercing damage, but still a hell of a lot. 31, 154. They've gone for their blasters. 13.75 DPS doesn't sound like a lot, but that's area of effect, and they are burst weapons, so they're delivering all of that damage in a few shots. 31, 145. Blue team with the 2-to-1, but can they hold their natural? Here come Terminators, the Techmarine using this very efficient refractor field to try and cap. Now runs away. Terminators will take over the decap. Can they do it? Stunned, taking fire from a million things. There's the cleansing flame. No, it's not, it's just the flamer shot. There is the cleansing flame. 31, 133. Whirlwind also up for Adila. Down go those shooters. Kommando knob just about getting away level 6. And that flamer is crazy. Forced off the entire Orc army of Caeltos. Almost. Flash kits are still here. And they're getting shots in. They could wipe out this Terminator squad if they're not careful. Kicking off mid though. 31, 133. Oh, those Terminators going to finish that cap down there. Warboss still kicking, has done very well. The Terminators now have autocannon. I thought they were going to go lightning claws to go 1-to-1 against the Nob squad, but we have an autocannon Terminator squad. There's the demonic shield. 31, 133. The Terminators were wiped out. They did not move off. Tried to finish the cap. Look at the pile of stuff here. This Terminator model, in fact, has bugged out and is staying standing. There's a whole pile of stuff on that VP. And look at the mid. 31, 133. Tank Buster Barrage won't knock down the Terminators, but does a lot of damage there. Sorcerer is level 8. Done well. 31, 132. Changed his robes of torment to the demon armor. Whirlwind with that awesome disruption it has, but goes down. The Kommando knob, I'm assuming, had something to do with that. He's level 7. 31, 132, 2-to-1 for red. Can they hold on? Adila's lost pretty much everything as a assault squad, and that is it. And his commander. But he gets some more Terminators. That's the burner bomb from the Kommando squad. Down goes the Techmarine. Commando's cap 50% faster than normal, so a good choice in a close VP game. Lots of DPS and disruption as well. Nice little unit. 26, 132. What's going on? Mid is being capped, I think, by the Hive Tyrant. No, it's the Warboss who takes it. There's very little hit points. There is the Hive Tyrant. He's coming out of base. 24, 132. Warboss is still kicking. Look how much resources Noisy has. What is he waiting for? Get some predators or something. Apothecary level 6, now rocking a power axe. 95 power melee damage per swing. Around 50 DPS. Hive Tyrant charges through. He's going to try and decap me, just putting some pressure on. Give Ace of Swords something to think about, but now needs to retreat. And Noisy is going to decap mid. There's a Tank Buster Barrage on the Warboss. Look at the damage, and here come a bunch of Gene Stealers. But where is their melee synapse? That was a terrible move. Is he going to lose his squad for that? I think he is. Ouch. Mark of Corn CSM in retreat, but they must be level 4. They are. Over 2,100 hit points. Nob squad going after the Warboss. Where's the Dirge Caster? Doesn't need it. Just use Subjugate. There we go. 24, 119. Artillery tower there. Kommando knob is level 8. Purification rights heal for the assault squad. Nob squad forced them off though. That's an autocannon from the Terminators. Terminators trying to cap. No, it's the Techmarine. Level 6. Terminators are mid. Bunch of stuff in retreat. Warboss with the Dirge Caster has decent range, as you can see there. Stopping that Nob squad in their tracks quite a way out. 24,118. There's the cleansing flame. It's going to wipe those shooter boys with grief. Another knob squad, this time from Yarrick, and these guys are almost level 3. Beautiful grenade from Ace of Swords. Level 4 scouts all around. Nicely done. Terminators need to get into the Phobos, but it's moving back. Being chased by the knob squad. Can they get in time? Just about. Knob squad trying to headbutt a land raider. That is what they do. 24.99. Simple cap, and flash kits are capping mid. Going to be a double for blue, and they're in a decent position here. Noisy finally has spent some resources and has a Chaos Predator. Should get Mark of Noble or Mark of Pawn, I think. Can't effects. Drawn back, and I think it's going to go down. Missile launcher, tactical marines, Terminators are there, but there is a crushing claw Hive Tyrant. Over 100 heavy melee DPS on his weapon. Doesn't have a lot of health though, just level 2. He's trying to decap here. I think it's going to go down. Does go down. The Phobos, I think, getting a last hit. Noisy with a nice idea, trying to support this Phobos with that demon shield, but look at that. Ouch. Almost went down. Double tank buster for Yarrick, level 3 and level 4. Floid has lost almost his entire army, has Warrior Brood. 24.66. Apothecary trying to keep pressure on Floyd, doesn't want him getting back into the mid. Down goes the Chaos Predator, didn't last long. Knob squad of Yarrick have hit level 3 now. Would have thought they'd be level 4 by now. There's Angels of Death, and Ace of Swords is going to use this to push. 24.66. Pain Boy's up. That is from Caeltos to support his Knob squad. But it might go down here. Subjugated Knob squad on them. There's Chains of Torment again. Double autocannon Terminators from Noisy. An absolutely epic engagement at the end. Venerable Dreadnought dropped in by Adila, kicking some ass. 1750 hit points on this walker. Unique to the Techmarine. Cannot get ranged weapons though. 24.61 can also charge, and no one's capping mid. We have triple Terminators and double Chaos Terminators. That is crazy. 5 Terminator squads up here. 24.61. 2 from Ace, 2 from Noisy, 1 from Adila. No cap game. Venerable Dreadnought leveled up already. Gonna go chase down this Knob squad. There's the single for red. Can they do this? Bunch of lag. Level 3 flash kits for Caeltos. Mid is relatively quiet, but they're natural. Under constant pressure from Floyd, but he has nothing left. And there's the single for red, and this could be it. Tank Buster barrage on the Venerable. Red team holding on through serious adversity, and they take this with all of those Terminators at the end. This is look at the comms. Level 8 Kommando Knob, level 5 Warboss, level 2 Hive Tyrant, level 10 Apothecary, level 10 Sorcerer, level 8 Techmarine. Wow, awesome stuff. Red team did not give up, and despite having a VP advantage for a lot of the game, they were under a huge amount of pressure. This Phobos did awesomely well, and there you have it. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.